Hey, how's it going? Andy's too shy to talk, so I'm going to narrate this. Pull on here on the caliper to compress your pistons just a little bit. Make sure it's in between the rotor and the caliper, not the pad and the rotor. These are a Torx 45 on these bolts where the rears were 10s, if you remember. Now they only have one design of caliper, so what you see on this side is actually going to be reversed on the other side. On the other side, the caliper pulls out from the bottom and then comes out. On this one, it's going to pull out this way and lift out this way. Get these loosened. Pull out that bolt. There's the head of the bolt. It's a T45. You see how the caliper's already trying to fall off? That's because we pried in here between the middle of the rotor where the fins are here and the caliper body to get the pistons to compress a little bit. There's the other bolt. So now this one's going to pull down here and hopefully come out. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. Now typically you don't want to let your caliper hang from this rubber hose here because it could get stretched and cracked and cause you problems later on, maybe burst, and then you lose brake function. So I always set it up top here, usually on the control arm. There's enough length there. Now for this, if you see here, there's not enough room to get this pad out. Okay? So what you have to do is take the caliper bracket off. And there are 18s on the back. Remember always to do any of your brake hardware by hand so they don't get over torqued and then something snaps while you're going down the road and cause an accident because you won't be able to stop. There's the size of that bolt at 18 head. This one's still too tight. Hey assistant, can you bring me my new brake pads? Thank you very much. Okay, now the caliper bracket is off. These are the old brake pads. They're not really wore down that much. They're about 50%, but we're doing them all around on this vehicle. That's what the customer requested. We're going to install our new brake pads. The one without the squealer, which is this guy here. That's what touches your rotor and makes an annoying squealing noise when they're real thin. Which is on this new one that goes on the outside. So this is how it was on the vehicle. We're going to install this way, just like so. Now we're going to install the inner one. Make sure you always have the pad surface towards the rotor. I will tell you, I've seen it before where customers have tried to do their own and they've installed them backwards and wonder why they're grinding. You don't want this side touching the rotor. Now we're going to go back on like that. Get our 18s back in. Like I said before, the same as on the rears. These rotors aren't scored or glazed too much to where they would need to be resurfaced. They still have a lot of serviceable life. Generally, if you have a pulsation or any deep scoring or gouging, or if they're measured and they're too thin, you would replace them or have them resurfaced. So we're going to tighten down these 18s in the back. Good yank. Make sure they're nice and tight. Okay, we're solid. Nice and tight. Okay, on our caliper here, got the boot sticking out here. You can usually go under the boot there and just let the air out. This one's not working. See what it looks like when we compress it in. I got this resting on my boot so it's not stretching that hose. This is what they call a dual piston caliper. So if you don't go real slow with one or the other one will just blow out, and then you have to either rebuild the caliper with a new seal or get another one. Okay, I'm going to get a pocket screwdriver to fix this boot and I'll be right back. Alright, we fixed our boot and tucked it back where it should go, so you have a nice surface to hit the pad. We're going to tuck that down in here with this notch here on the bottom. And then it's going to go up in here behind this clip. And we're going to put our caliper bolts in. Tighten these down. Remember, just like the rears, once they get snug down, you're going to go about a quarter turn. No tighter. You don't want to snap them or give them a stress crack. Now this is all typical for most cars with the brakes. A lot of Europeans are kind of a little difficult, and when we get one of those, we'll film it for you. Okay, that was a quarter turn. But most cars with a free floating caliper like this are all done about the same. Most makes and models. Okay, quarter turn. And you can see here how it floats on the pins. That's the design of the brake system. I also want to show you something here. The upper ball joints on this truck. I'll move this. You can see that movement there. These upper controller and ball joints are loose. So we're going to have a future video of that because I'm going to recommend to the customer that they get replaced. And thank you. This is another production of CarRepairsMadeEasy.com. And you can go to CarRepairsMadeEasy.com on our website to get information, helpful tips. Go to our webpage at Car Repairs Made Easy. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can email us, John at CarRepairsMadeEasy.com or Andy at CarRepairsMadeEasy.com. See you later.
One thing that we forgot to mention, after you get the wheels put on and the car back off the jack stands, it's very important to push your brake pedal 4, 5, maybe 6 times. Make sure it's firm before you take off. That's the only way to push the pistons back out and make sure you have a good braking ability. Thanks.
John, this is Andy. This is another production of CarRepairsMadeEasy.com. And please go to our website, CarRepairsMadeEasy.com, and you can see videos and forums and helpful hints and tips.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cars Repaired Made Easy. Also like us on Facebook and share it with your friends. Thank you.
Thanks.